Hello and welcome to the video. Today we are playing Doki Literature Club. This was recommended from a friend who went and got me the plus version of the game. I'm really excited to play this game and I have no idea what's gonna happen at all. So let's get into the game. Hey. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. That sounds really depressing. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Yeah, I would too. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I'd almost feel better off running away. Oh my god. That's not being a very good friend. However, I just saw an idol in front of a crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha. I overslept again. But I've caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I've decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tox. Yes. Very mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Wow, damn, I'm mean as shit. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I did wait for you. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. I don't believe that. Whatever you say, sorry. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Tox, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Yeah, who wants to join a club? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Wow. Sorry, likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free times on games and anime. Yeah, but perfect. I was talking about how I was worried that you would learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Whoa, damn, sorry. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's wrong with being a NEET? You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little harder? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does everything inside her head. The school day is ordinary as ever and it's over before you know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. What? Sorry. Sorry, must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Whoa, damn. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. She's just mean. Meanie. Sorry, is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Exactly. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Wow, sorry, just making demands. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I don't know, she's got cupcakes. Maybe we should go. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sarah is really that much of an air or she's so cunning as they have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay, perfect. We're getting a cupcake. Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I don't know, it must be a pretty good cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sarah across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yes, sir. Just volunteering us for something we didn't sign up for. I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Whoa. Don't assume. Ready to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Tox, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Yeah, exactly. Oh, way to escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredible cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. A girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she's getting moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Tox. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little You too, Monica? Come sit down to talk. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Yeah, those cupcakes better be good. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I just got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sorori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sorori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of a room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sorori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Ah, yes! Cat cupcakes, perfect! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. It's so cute. Yeah, they better look cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sorori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sorori talks with a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Gee. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Perfect. Nice tasting cupcakes. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Maybe even for you or anything. So she's a Tsunade. A Tsundere, or however you pronounce that. I thought you were technically did, Sorori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, not for, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Yeah, you do? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I'm not really into tea. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looked away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy your tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I got forced into it. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As a president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of a debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I was surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. And you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Exactly. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. But I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Tox, what kind of things do you like to read? Who knows? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Yeah, exactly. There we go. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. I'm not joking about that. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Well, that's a positive. But you know, unlike a lot of things, stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yeah. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. Straight Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Oh, damn, don't put yourself down like that. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Whoa, what do I got to do with horror? Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You'll have to piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sorry, slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Yeah, I'm curious to see what the poems are about. No! Whoa, damn! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. What do you mean I wouldn't like them? You wouldn't know until I heard them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any experience writing to Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. She's looking embarrassed. I'm gonna take that as a no. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. You all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do that. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. That sounds like a very good idea. Isn't that right, Tox? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Whoa, come on, you can't say that now. They've offered you cat cupcakes. You have to join. You have to. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have one clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. Yeah, look at the disappointment in my eyes. You can't say no to that. But I'm sorry, I thought. Tox, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. Yeah, exactly. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Okay, I think you're starting to get ahead of yourself now. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes line up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sorry, you wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. No, I didn't just come for the cupcakes. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Tox, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, I'm looking forward to how I express myself too. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my medical riding skills? Yeah, wow, going right for the impressment, are you? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Tox, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sarah, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Why can't you just enjoy your time with new people? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure every good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. And that's where we'll end for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.